Hey guys, Kyle here.
And Matt.
And today we're at the American Express Stadium, the home of Brighton and Hove Albion. And not for a football match, we're at the Stadium Events and Hospitality Awards. And this is to find out which three clubs have been voted the best for hospitality by professionals in 2025. And to see if we agree ahead of the Padded Seat 2025 awards later on this month.
Over 70 clubs in attendance, and after a greeting from Gully, the Brighton and Hove Albion mascot, it was down the blue carpet and into the West reception.
Now, if you're a regular viewer of our videos, you'll know that we have been to the American Express Stadium before to review a few hospitality packages. And one of those packages, which we are big fans of, is the Tunnel Club, which is where we were being hosted for a pre-event drinks reception. A few to choose from. We went for an espresso martini.
At this point, we learned about the Afterparty, which ran until 3 a.m, and those wishing to order drinks in advance to their tables could do so here.
We then made our way down the tunnel, where we spotted a photo booth, which was very popular, as well as a paid bar. Then it was onto the side of the pitch.
Live music from the steel band and the acrobats were entertaining while topping drinks up.
And we were looking forward to some food from an award-winning chef later, but there were also some canapes and snacks doing the rounds, as well as a help-yourself cocktail machine and beer machine right in front of the dugouts. And as this was a corporate event, lots of networking going on, and we even spotted a few familiar faces from the clubs we've been to, right in front of the Brighton and Hove Albion pitch.
And it wouldn't feel right doing these videos without reviewing the food, so we tried a hot dog and a pie, both of which were tasty. Before finding and trying a Brighton and Hove Albion padded seat on the bench, we just had to.
We then spotted that the acrobats had left behind their retro football, and although it crossed our minds, we decided against having a kickabout on the pitch. And by this point, it was just about time for the main event, so it was back down the tunnel and past the Tunnel Club, which did win one of our awards last year.
We then followed everybody else into the main reception, up a few steps, and into the Mayo Wind Baxter Lounge.
And because we hadn't pre-ordered any drinks, we made our way to the paid bar and grabbed a couple of beers. Then it was off to a shared table, and a shout out to Global Payments, the event sponsor, who let us sit with them on a table right in front of the stage.
Waiting for us was a branded gift bag, and inside a nice variety of gifts, including sunglasses and a donut.
Then it was showtime. Not sure compere Steve Walls has ever had an entrance quite like this. And after Steve had walked off stage, it was good to hear from Stadium Experience's David Timms and Debbie Rigney. MasterChef winner Stephen Edwards prepares the Tunnel Club menu at Brighton. He also prepared today's menu, and first up was Marmite bread with seaweed butter. Next up was whipped used curd mousse with a beetroot ripple. But the best of the three, the beef sirloin with miso glazed aubergine and greens. And as we tucked in, there was some live music as well.
Pretty much the same faces on the dance floor all evening, which was nice to see, and something else we spotted, another fantastic view of the Brighton pitch.
Then after some of Queen's greatest hits, it was just about time for the awards. Loads of categories and loads of worthy winners, but the hospitality awards weren't until later, which gave us enough time for some dessert.
And obviously, some more dancing.
Then as we tucked into some chocolate truffles, the Matchday Hospitality Award for Small Stadiums was announced as
Stockport County Football.
We reviewed Stockport Hospitality in 2022, very pleased they won this award. Then the winner for medium-sized stadium was announced as Brentford, another worthy winner, also won one of our awards last year as well. And the winner for large stadiums was announced as again, very worthy winners in Brighton. They also won one of our awards last year. And the awards didn't end there for the Seagulls, because the overall hospitality award winner was announced by Steve McCardle as
Brighton and Hove Albion.
the first time a team has won this award back-to-back, and very worthy winners, because the Tunnel Club is easily one of the best hospitality packages that we've tried. We then heard from Stadium Experience's Debbie Rigney, who told us where next year's event will be held.
At the Hill Dickinson Stadium, the new home of Everton FC.
And fingers crossed we can get along to Everton's new stadium pretty soon for a hospitality review. Then to wrap up the awards, a photo opportunity and a few words from the Brighton team.
And we're very proud to win those awards. We're the first club ever to do it twice in a row, and we're coming back for the third next year.
So the main event was over, but as we mentioned, things didn't end there because there was an after party until 3 a.m.
So gift bag in hand, we headed for the West reception exit, turned right and down a few steps, and to the front of the stadium, to the terrace.
And this is the first time we've seen the terrace, so a quick overview. There are 2 floors, big screens, and today it was hosting the Afterparty. And the terrace is open on match day, so we continued our look around upstairs, spotted a few footballs and a mobile phone charging station, very useful after a very busy evening.
And tonight the paid bar proved very popular, as did the complimentary pizzas.
And if you didn't fancy a pizza, you could grab one of our favourites, a currywurst or a hot dog.
The live band kept the party going until the early hours and had almost everyone on the dance floor at one point, before Woody Cook, the son of Fatboy Slim, closed the evening with a DJ set.
And finally, a big thank you to Stadium Experience and to Brighton and Hove Albion for inviting us along. Great to see so many worthy winners. And speaking of winners, keep an eye out for the Padded Seat 2025 awards. This year we've got 12 categories, a few wildcards and plenty of new winners, picked by us and based on almost 100 reviews that we've done at clubs over the last 12 months. Otherwise, see you next time for the next Padded Seat.